about maybe 1% more than what we used.
So you're saying this is something we should have been getting all along, or we asked for the increase? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, we should be getting this alone. Is the state has where the rate is 08 for
Uh-huh.
and developers is paying whether Twin Rivers is getting the higher share. We were now this would be the opposite. We share K only serve together we share from
Oh, okay, okay.
and it has been many years. In order for us to make the board has to adopt this.
Okay,
So
thank
we
you.
are not in, we are not increasing the rate of this overall.
Just our share.
Share.
Uh-huh. Okay, thank you. Is there any other comments?
That makes sense now.
Thank you.
So, do you have to open the hearing?
I got to get back to my. I'm sorry, bear with me. I'm jumping around.
Do you have to open the hearing?
I have it right here.
Okay, so I now declare the hearing open. If there's any comments from the board or the public on the issue,
If you have to wait
and
until,
wait for a minute for YouTube.
yeah, I was just saying, we have to wait for me too. I'm not saying it, but
I think we're the ones watching. There's
22.
3 people watching on YouTube. I'm
Okay.
watching.
All right. Okay. With that, do I have a motion to close the hearing?
I move that we close the hearing.
Seconded?
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It carries 4-0. Thanks for bearing with me on that. The next one is sufficiency of instructional materials.
Yes. Sorry about that. Good evening, everyone. Yes, this is our annual required hearing to take comments from the public and staff around whether or not the Robo School District does indeed have sufficient instructional materials for all students. And we work very hard every year to make sure that that is indeed the case. And there will be a resolution later tonight to declare that that is the case. So this is the time for anybody to comment on that topic.
Okay, and with that, I declare the hearing open. Any comments from the board or staff? Board or public? Hearing none, I ask for a motion to
Oh,
close.
hold on. Oh, never mind. Sorry, there was comments on the YouTube. I was reading them.
I'm sorry, I thought you said the only ones looking were us, so that's
Yeah,
why I
but
jumped.
somebody-
That's why I jumped
So
to it.
because they
Yeah,
had the chat off, people had to go off of the site and then come back on it in order for the chat to reopen. So we're back up to 3 people watching.
Yes.
It went down to 2 for a minute.
I propose that we give it one more minute because the site did reload.
All right,
So
okay.
A couple more seconds.
Give it another minute.
Yeah.
And I actually did have a quick question. The instructional materials is the normal curriculum for the year,
The
correct?
adopted curriculum that the Robla School District, all the curriculum materials that have been adopted by the Robla School Board. That's correct.
So it doesn't include the temporary independent study, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Not seeing any responses online or in person, I move that we close the hearing.
So moved?
Moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carries 4-0. Now that brings us to reports. And the first one, facilities update. Facilities update.
Nope, we're under item 4C. And the first one is the Robla Education Foundation.
Where are we?
Oh, Isabel, yeah, report.
Oh,
Oh.
reports, I'm
It's
sorry,
still
I'm
report.
sorry.
It's still
That's all right.
Okay. This is what I get for waiting for the president to go through this and
There we go.
not following along okay, so the first one is reports from the Robo Education Foundation.
And I do have a report from the Robla Education Foundation. I received the following email from Mr. Raven. On behalf of the Robla Education Foundation, good evening from John. He has asked that I report the following. The fireworks booth was a success this year with a profit of close to $10,000. With those funds, we were able to make a $500 grant to Ready for Robla, in addition to the $210 grant that Lori and Adriana and her nephew Michael earned from their volunteering in the booth. We additionally awarded $1,940 to both classrooms, a library, strings, and a couple of school sites. We have also made a $4,000 grant specifically for the strings program. We look forward to entertaining requests from the sites for this year for matching $500 grants as requested and approved by the foundation members who have been volunteering during the past few years as we work our way back to normal. I am also looking to apply for a grant from the Sacramento County TOT 2021 program to support the strings program in the future with the assistance of Cindy Lyon. In the meantime, from the foundation, welcome back to school to everyone in the district.
Thank you, Mr. Reyes. Thank you, Mr. Revin.
Just real quick, I just want to say thank you to Mr. Rubin as well, because those amounts are phenomenal. And yeah, thank you to not just Mr. Rubin, but to all the volunteers who made that possible. And Mr. Rubin did say thank you to you, Ruben, for presenting. I don't know if you can see that.
Thank you.
And one other comment, just real quick, sorry. There are comments in the chat. We can't respond to all of them, but just want people to know that we do see them.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, and I was happy to be able to be involved volunteering the last day of the sale up there, and I really enjoyed Mr. Barnes' son working with him. It was a great day, and you can be real proud of all he did up there too. So thank you for that.
Thank you. I'll make sure he knows.
Thank you. Employee associations, RTA, CSEA. That brings us to the superintendent.
Thank you. Again, good evening, everyone. First of all, the school year in Robla did begin about 3 weeks ago, and everyone worked very hard to be sure that we were ready for the arrival of students. And indeed, our families are back. We are excited to see all of our students on campus, and we indeed see that they are thriving as we all come back together and they're again amongst their friends and back with their teachers. We are in the process right now of assessing students. Our first assessment window has closed, and we are trying to get detailed information about where students are, and that seems to be more important than ever this year after students were on a year of distance learning. We will use the assessments, again, to gather information on students so that we can plan their programs and meet their individual needs. And I'll just remind everyone that our main forum for doing that planning is the professional learning communities that we do in the Robo School District with a great deal of regularity to get teachers together and administrators together to collaborate and come up with the plans for students at their school. In terms of COVID-19, as the board adopted our plan back in June to open our schools, so we are moving forward with our plan. I think we've heard a little bit tonight about that maybe all of our procedures and are not working to full efficiency, but we are looking at them closely and modifying them as needed. And I assure everyone in the community that we continue to follow all health guidelines from the county and from the state. We are working to keep our COVID-19 dashboard up to date on the district website, and updates happen to that dashboard on Wednesdays and Fridays of each week. I will simply share tonight that since school has started, we have had 21 students who have tested positive for COVID. and 4 staff members. Now, I want to be sure that the community understands that that does not mean that they contracted COVID at school. It just means that the family reported to us that they had tested positive, and then we, of course, responded to that according to our plan, and students and staff were quarantined as needed. We continue in the Robo School District to conduct surveillance COVID testing, and we are now doing that 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. That will start in this upcoming week. And we have approximately 450 students and staff who were registered to test. I will say that I did get tested yesterday. It's a very simple process, a very quick process, and I was very pleased to see that when my alarm went off at 6 a.m, I already had my COVID results. So it happened very quickly.
I do have a quick question. Are we using the swab one or the one that goes way up to your
No.
Because maybe more
You're-
parents will be willing.
You're directed to put it 1 to 2 inches.
Kaiser put mine.
No, yeah, not that one. Okay. All right. We would like to have an update on our New Hope Charter School, and Mr. Pagani is here tonight to do that for us. Can we check if that microphone is on, Mr.?
I think it's on now. Okay, thank you. Much better. So good evening, everyone, and thank you, Reyes, for allowing me this opportunity to give an update on New Hope Charter School. And we are so excited, and I'm honored to report that we have started on August 23rd, serving 7th grade students, and we have approximately 150 students in attendance. Right now, in our first 6 weeks of school, we are going to continue to be on independent study, and that will continue until the fall break in October. And then we'll transition to, if everything goes according to plan with our facility, we'll transition to in-person learning. So some of the highlights for us have really been, again, just building the relationship with our community. And we've been able to do a lot of, during our teacher orientation and teacher training, we've been able to get out to about 50 different families and do home visits. And those home visits will continue throughout the year. So that's really helped us build even a deeper relationship with our students and families before the school year even began. And so we're working, of course, at Glenwood Elementary. And during the day, as I said, we're doing online independent study work, but we have about 30 to 40 students who are even now come to the after-school program when Glenwood students have gone home. And so these students are coming to us on their own with their families, and they are receiving music, art, theater arts, and basketball. Those are their chosen electives, and so we're excited about that, and we'll continue to grow those programs as well. So I'll pause here, and if there are any questions or comments, please share.
I have no questions, but I just want to say congratulations on opening up the new site. I'm very excited to finally have a junior high school in the Robla School District.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.